Okay, let's go.
Good morning. So it's Saturday and about 8:45 a.m. right now. Gonna go get coffee soon, but I'm gonna walk to the shops and get it instead of driving so I can get the steps in, because we're aiming for that 10k steps a day. So normally first thing in the morning is walk without eating anything, and then later on in the day I'll fill out the gap between how many steps I need to get till I get to 10k's. But let's go see how much I weigh. Alright, so this is how much I weigh first thing in the morning. Without any food or drinks yet, 68 kilos. Okay, so 68 kilos, and this is my current physique. So yeah, a little bit skinny fat, but we're gonna fix that forever. Okay, so I don't reckon it's too bad. It's just a little bit more muscle on the chest and shoulders, I reckon, and then less body fat here, and I reckon we should be good. So one of the main things I'm changing up with my training program is I'll be mainly focusing on calisthenics exercises. Okay, so some of the reasons for that is, one, mainly I always want to do things like muscle ups, ring muscle ups, handstand push-ups, L-sits to handstand push-ups, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I've just been procrastinating for a while, so I think it's time to switch it up and focus on calisthenics so I can get those skills. Now, the second reason that I'm changing up is because weightlifting got a little bit boring for me. And recently, I haven't really been excited to go to the gym at all, because that's one of the reasons. It's just been so repetitive and all that kind of stuff. Plus, when I did calisthenics exercises before, like with the weighted pull-ups and all that kind of stuff, I felt like I was making more progress with those rather than the weightlifting exercises such as like lat pull downs or whatever. But I'm going to keep some weightlifting exercises like incline bench and side laterals and stuff like that, and also, you know, training legs, because I need, you know, to do that for skateboarding. The thing I noticed about people who do calisthenics is they're super lean and they're light, and the physique that I have is what I'm pretty much after. Not necessarily the bodybuilding physique. And I say this because there was a time a few years ago I was at 72 kilos. That was pretty much my heaviest, and that's probably nothing compared to some of you guys, but it made it so hard to skate being too bulky, and I was pretty much snapping skateboards like 3 months in a row, or 3 boards in a row in the span of like 2 months, if I could, I think, yeah. And that's when I realized, like, okay, I can't be too bulky because I'm gonna break boards, and it was harder to skate, so I need to kind of like cut weight a little bit. So I dropped back down to about 69, 68, and I felt fine, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, the calisthenics exercise, I think, will give me a better aesthetics, because I seen it on a couple of my mates and also online and all that kind of stuff. I was like, yeah, I think this is going to be better for what I'm trying to achieve. And yeah, so it's just really mixing the two together, but it's just going to be mainly calisthenic focused as the compound movements. I'm actually so excited to go to the gym today, and also to see what progress we can make before the year ends. So we're gonna set up a new board today because it's getting yucky. Okay, so this time we have this primitive board, 8125, a little bit of that shine, and the purple top, which is nice. I think like blue, purple, pink, and maybe yellow is the best color, because I remember there's some times where you get like the wood color, and it just like makes you think like it's not a good quality board because it's not colored. So now we've got Jessup grip. Normally I have Grizzly, but I don't have any left, and this is the grip tape that they give you when you buy the board for free. So yeah, this time I'm just gonna roll with this grip. Okay, so the recap: board, primitive 8125, Thunder trucks, 147s. These are just the standards, but I think the next truck I'm gonna get is the hollow kingpin ones. Then a bunch of different bearings. I think most of it is super reds or something like that. And the wheels, I just changed them about a month ago. So these are the Spitfire lock-ins. I had the classics just before, and it got a flat spot in the first session, so that was like in my head, and I went through this like down the rabbit hole of like what wheels does what, because there's like different shapes and all that kind of stuff, and I didn't know too much details about it until that flat spot happens, and I went on to research mode, and I learned that certain shapes does different things, you know what I mean? So so the rounded shapes is best for flip tricks because how they roll off the ground, and the squares are more better for lock-ins for like grinds and slides. So I got these ones where it's half, so this side is more square and this side is more round, so it's like the hybrid version of the two. And yeah, I like these, and so far they're going so good. Very smooth as well. And then yeah, normally it's Grizzly grip, but I don't have any in my room. I got Jessup, so I just use that instead. Oh yeah, so when I set up a new board, I like to have a new pairs of shoes with it as well. So we're gonna go pick it out from the stash. Okay, so for the shoes, you can go with these ones, Niger 2s. It's a bit like white and silver, kind of like to match the board, but I don't know if you can tell by the lighting. This one here, it's a little bit more orange than this one for some reason. I don't know, maybe it was in the box for too long. So yeah, the board and shoes good to go for the next time I skate, which is normally tomorrow, but I think I have to go to the doctors to get my results for I had this pain right here and I didn't know what it was, so I had to go do a blood test, pee in a bottle, even this is a weird one, poop in a bottle, and then I got a body scan. So tomorrow I'll get the results for that, and yeah, we'll see what happens, because originally I thought it might be the appendix, but we'll see. It doesn't hurt now though. So yeah, I'll probably go skate on the weekend since I won't be able to go tomorrow. Alright, this is pretty much going to wrap up the video. My upper body is pretty sore from the workouts this past week. As you saw, I did the pull workout, and then a few days later I went to do the push session, and yeah, I'm still feeling it. Even though the workout was a couple of days ago, and my legs is pretty sore as well from skateboarding. I didn't film too much at that session because the sky was a little bit dark and I thought it might pour down, so I was keeping an eye out then to make sure that this camera does not get wet, because I'll be pretty annoyed if it does, because I already lost a camera last month and I'm actually waiting for the DJI to release the Action 6, because I feel like that's probably going to be another waterproof camera like the Action 5, and I'll feel a little bit more safe taking that camera to film the skateboarding session, because we just entered the wet season, so it's hot and it's also gonna rain. So yeah, hopefully that comes out soon, and then I'll grab that to start filming the skateboarding sessions and get more tricks into these type of videos. Yeah, so if you're in calisthenics, if you're into skateboarding, and I'm also going to talk about a little bit more personal development in the future videos. If you guys are into that, come follow along, because I'll be making more videos about those topics.